Hey guys, welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC Final Order Cutoff show for 7/2/22. Hope everybody's doing well out there this week. We'll give you guys a little background on what this is and why we do it. FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff. What it is, it's the last chance we have to adjust orders for books that are typically 3 to 4 weeks out. And it helps us tighten up orders and get you guys what you want. And in these shows, we do offer 20% off on these. Um, so, we order 2 months out, but not all titles are available through this, but most are. And we only focus on a very small amount. But there's usually dozens of other titles, any ongoing titles you can think of, all that, because we basically focus on number ones, possible future keys that we base that off of Key Collectors app, and cool covers, hot covers, certain artists, things like that. So if you do have other books you want to look at, like maybe some ongoing titles, or there's a book you think is just super cool, you want 10 of them, uh, we do leave space at the bottom of our form. We do have a form attached in the link that you can fill out all that stuff. And even our out of towners, mostly our in towners are using this right now. But if any of our out of towners just reach out, we can tell you about shipping cost and stuff like that. Or if you're already a part of our sales show, we do 3 sales shows a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We can combine shipping, all that stuff. So definitely reach out, ask us about any of that. If there are other titles you want to know that are available through FOC, check out previewsworld.com. That'll cover everything except DC. DC, you're going to have to go through lunardistribution.com. Both of them, I find it helpful when I Google them. I just go previews, FOC. The current week pops right up there. It's a very easy, convenient way to do it, and they show you all that stuff. Now, we tend to focus on the comic books, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, omnibuses, things like that. The toys and the t-shirts and stuff, we just have had not great success with pre-ordering that stuff in the past, so we tend to steer away from that. But that being said, we're going to jump right in and show you what's available coming up. And I will give a little heads up. It being July 4th week, I usually ask if you guys get these orders in by Saturday afternoon. If we could shoot for Friday afternoon, that would be extremely helpful to us, because we got to put our orders in a day earlier than usual because of the holiday weekend and all that. So, and that being said, y'all have a safe July 4th out there, and enjoy yourselves. All right, getting started. Magic Order 3, number 1. They've done several of these. This is a Millar World property. And as many of you know, everything he's ever written has been, other than Kick-Ass and Kingsman, which were already made into movies, multiple movies, had been bought by Netflix probably about 4 years ago now. So it's been a while. But he's got a big, I think the only thing they've done so far is Jupiter's Legacy, but he's got a lot of different properties he's written. To me, he's like the king of the miniseries. He always writes a lot of good 6-issue miniseries. And in my opinion, he starts a great miniseries. His tying up loose ends toward the end sometimes leaves a little bit to be desired, but I do enjoy his writing. This is the third iteration of this. It follows a magic wielding family that kind of keeps the non magic people safe from all these otherworldly threats. And it's been a great series. They've done 2 so far. This is the beginning of the third. This will be coming out last week in July. So definitely get those orders in. And that's from Image Comics. You got some great covers from Cavanago. You got a black and white version of that. Greg Ticini. And a blank sketch cover. So there you go. Some great covers and some good reading. And that's also something that we'll probably be getting the trades in shortly, because it's been a good read. It is enjoyable. Oh, and a Liam Sharp cover. Sorry, that one kind of bounced toward the end.
Yeah, they do that one weird. It seems like it's always the blanks are always the last one, except for that.
Usually,
series.
yeah, that threw me off. Now, this one we had a spirited debate on how to pronounce this. I don't know if you want to call it Treve Cavelt or True Cult, but apparently it is a guy who's flipped burgers for years. What did we say, about 15 years? And somehow he tries to like form this heist kind of thing. And
yeah, he's just been watching what all went on around him, and he thinks after all these years of watching everything that happens in his little world, he's got the idea for the perfect
crime.
Yeah.
And of course, we know how that usually goes. It's not usually a great idea for these people, but he ends up stealing some otherworldly artifact, kind of mystical type thing that a cult is hunting after, right?
Well, they actually owned it. He
stole it from the cult, and that's why I kind of thought it might be True Cult is the pronunciation on that. So there you go. This is from IDW, and I will say, I find it interesting. For many years, IDW has done some good independent stuff, but also their main thing has been property-driven stuff. So G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Transformers, all that kind of stuff has kind of been their bread and butter for a long time. But it seems in the past couple months that they're trying to go down that indie rabbit hole a little further, which I think is great. I love a good story, something a little different. I tend more toward the non-superhero stuff most of the time. So, could be a good thing. So we got a Congus A cover there, a Levette B cover. She's done some great stuff as well with Faithless and Layla Starr and all that stuff. A Lele C cover. This is out second Wednesday of August, by the way. These things are all over the place. I know it tends to be confusing, but all the companies have their own rules they're playing by. There's no set kind of thing. I know it seems confusing, but this is FOC for various dates of books coming out in the future. And a lot of times these things get pushed back, and we're kind of a victim to the grind as well as far as that stuff goes. On to Amazing Spider-Man number 3, second print, the John Romita Jr. cover. They do not have the art up yet. If I had to guess, it's going to be a panel from the interior of that book, maybe a
recolorized background of the original A color.
Yeah, either a recolorized background or like a zoom in on a particular panel or something like that. They do both of those quite a bit. So, Avengers and Moon Girl. This is the continuation of the Miles Morales and Moon Girl. Apparently, Devil Dinosaur has gone missing. She's asking all her friends throughout the Marvel Universe to help her out finding him. And this is it's going to be a lot of one-shots. I have my own opinion on how they do these miniseries now, but it's going to kind of be a miniseries made up of multiple one-shots, and it's her asking help from various teams and individuals throughout the Marvel Universe to help find her companion. So this is Avengers Moon Girl number 1. This is out first week of August, 8/3/22, $4.99 book. If you get our discount rate, it'll be $3.99, 20% off. You got a Lindsay B cover. This is my favorite. It's just got a good action shot. Randolph connecting variant. Captain Marvel seems to be playing heavily in these covers. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty number 1, second print. Of course, this is the Sam Wilson one. This is the Sam Wilson one. I get the two mixed up because they got two alternating going right now. Symbol of Truth and Sentinel of Liberty.
Yes, I think Symbol of Truth is regular Cap, and Sentinel of Liberty is him.
Yeah. If you guys know otherwise, let us know in the comments and like and share. We are broadcasting these simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube. So definitely subscribe to us on YouTube, like and follow us on Facebook, and check out our sales shows Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. This second print of number 1 with a Carnero cover. On to Demon Wars, Iron Samurai. This is going to be a mini series this time. She's done a bunch of one shots. These are written and drawn by the kind of hot artist right now, Peach Momoko. And most of them kind of have a feudal Japan twist on the Marvel Universe. This one, from what I gather from a few of the covers, kind of has a Civil War vibe. So obviously it's set in like samurai era, feudal Japan. You got Iron Man and Cap here with the rest of the teams and whatnot, and they're kind of facing off. That's the Momoko A cover. You also have a Bergara B cover. Gurihiru with the Shinto shrine in the back there. And I'm not usually a fan of his work, but this is kind of cool. This is probably my favorite. The Maleve cover kind of harkens back to some of those old woodblock Japanese prints. Another Momoko cover here. And this is the one that kind of struck with me that made me think it's a Civil War kind of storyline, because it's definitely a take on that Civil War cover from the original series a few years back, with the Ramos A cover, or sorry, Ramos cover. You also have a Scalera cover, a Yagawa cover. On to Edge of Spider-Verse, and both those books will be out first week of August. Of course, Edge of Spider-Verse, in the past, when they do these type of series, they tend to pepper in some first appearances on this stuff. Of course, Edge of Spider-Verse 2, very well known as the first Spider-Gwen. But, you're probably going to have multiverse versions of all kinds of different characters, so it might be a good one to, with only 5 issues, it might be a good one to jump onto, speculatively. So there's the Casanovas A cover. You got a Bengal cover, a blank sketch. And I kind of like how they do the trade dress down the middle. That could lend to some cool artistic stuff there. Scotty Young, who's always a fan favorite. And this one's kind of cool. This is the Lionel Francis Hugh. We were talking about this one. You got kind of the Spider-Man version of Devil Dinosaur, which, hey, this is just me speaking out of turn, but Devil Dinosaur's missing. Now he's popping up in this Edge of Spider-Verse stuff. Who knows? I don't know. Speculate away. On to Ms. Marvel and Wolverine. So this is a team-up book with a Sarah Pacelli A cover. Don't know a ton about this, but it looks like, you got Venom, you got Moon Knight going on, Cyclops, Wolverine, some X-Men in there. Could be a cool team-up. Definitely they like to throw Wolverine with just about everybody. So, and have in many, many series in the past. So, Pacelli A cover. You got a Mahmoud Asrar B cover. Kind of a cool perspective there. Your Momoko C cover. Huberto Ramos Predator cover. They'll be doing a lot of Predator covers because one of our upcoming books will be the new Predator series. On the new Fantastic Four, #1 that came out last week, this is the second print on that. You got a Todd Nowak cover for that one. Here we go. Predator #1. Ton of covers on this and some pretty good ones. This is out second week of August. Of course, I think they had pushed this series back at one point. I think they were trying to release it during COVID. I think they got the rights to it around the same time they did Alien, which is up to number 13 or 14 now. So Lionel Francis Hugh, kind of classic looking A cover, kind of harkening back to some of the Dark Horse stuff. Got a great David Finch B cover. Looks like he's holding the head of Iron Man there.
And this one has a little different storyline than normally. And normally it's Predator hunting everybody else. This one is a young girl who sees her family slaughtered by a predator.
Okay.
And she's on a hunt across the galaxy in an old rust bucket ship about to fall apart, tracking. So she's the hunter after the Predator.
Okay,
So
she's
it's a
avenging
little flip on the story.
avenging her family in a Millennium Falcon type situation. All right, gotcha. So that could be cool. So you got your David Finch B cover, and again, it's a $4.99 book. Second week of August, with our 20% discount, and bring it down $1. So, In Huck Lee cover there. That one's pretty cool. Not always a Momoko fan, but it lends to this artwork, to this image very well. That one's pretty cool there. And of course, the Raza. This is his infrared vision kind of thing he does. And it kind of reminds me of some of the Raza Star Wars covers we were seeing with the monochromatic kind of thing going. But also with great kind of photorealism. Ron Lim cover. Scotty Young, of course. This one's kind of cool. On to Tales of Suspense 57, which I don't know. Can we see it now? I think it's on the other part of the wall. We do have an original up there somewhere. This is first appearance of Hawkeye. I can guarantee you this one's going to be more affordable than the one we have up on the wall. $3.99 to $3.19 with our discount. Out first week of August. This is the facsimile, so they reprint all the old ads in here. The only thing different is the price on the thing. I find these to be really cool, and they tend to go up in value. So we have several customers of ours that will order multiples of these for resale in the future. So it's one to think about there. Thor 26 second print. I believe that was part of the Banner War story with the Martin Coccolo cover. Vampirella Year One. Now this will be spinning out of some of the. I believe it's been called the Vampirella Unholy War. Unholy something.
Yeah, it was her and Dracula.
It was a Dracula Vampirella team up. Of course, Dynamite always does a Blue Million covers. We kind of focused on the main on this. Of course, you can go on the website and look at the others. I will say, with theirs, it can be kind of confusing of what is a higher end cover because they'll do version foils of different cover, and they're $50 covers. Their consistency on ordering those can be tough. So reach out to us if that's something you're interested in. We can look into it. You got a Colette Turner A cover.
I thought that one looks to me very what would you say, little art germish.
It's got kind of an art germ. I was gonna almost say, they've had this one artist doing the Draculina A covers, and it might be Turner. But it definitely reminds me of that. Almost some of the lines kind of remind me of some of the better Rose Besh stuff to me.
Mm-hmm.
Perilla, probably one of my favorites, like high art type stuff. If you're not familiar with his work, definitely check it out. Or his recently betrothed wife's work, Carla Cohen. She does some great work for Dynamite as well. Both great. I believe he's an Italian artist. I think she's a French artist, if I'm not mistaken. I might be off on that. But just great art. And I think he hand paints all this stuff like oil painting. They're just great pieces. Derek Chu, of course, a little more digital, but I also like his work quite a bit as well. Gilliam March, great cover there. Of course, a cosplay cover. And a blank sketch. On to Bloodborne. We got a couple books this week that are based off of video games, and they're not video games I'm overly familiar with, so I won't be able to wax poetically about them too well, but Bloodborne, Lady of the Lanterns, number 1, 7/27, last week of July. This is a Yoon cover. Got an Abigail Harding cover. Damian Worm cover.
And this particular book's supposed to be sort of the prequel story for where the video game sets off about how the world sort of got to the point where it is in the game with the viruses in the world and all that stuff that are being fought against.
So it's a kind of a lead into the game, a prequel, if you will. Let's see what we got. Oh, This one I really like. This was the Kowalski cover. This isn't an artist I was familiar with, so I will be looking him up later. I don't know. The composition of it's kind of cool. And a red blank sketch. So you got a little different color than we were used to seeing. The Turnist. Now, this one is very deep with the Roman mythology, right?
Greek and Roman,
yeah.
the
So,
same people.
So as Zeus has gone missing,
Zeus is dead.
That's right.
He's been killed. The Roman gods are in decline. Hercules is a drunk. And then a thief tries to break into the temple of Athena to steal a powerful weapon. Everybody realizes that the person that did that was the person that killed Zeus. So Hercules sobers up and the chase is on.
Okay. So there you go. If you like your mythology and stuff, this is from Scout Comics. This could be kind of a cool one to check out. Got a great Medusa Rob Pryor A cover there. That's our only cover. Sorry, never mind. On to Kingdom Come, and I believe I listened to a podcast about this game, and I may be off about it, but I think this is a game to where you run a kingdom in like medieval England, and it progresses as time goes on, and it's supposed to be fairly historically accurate. I could have a totally wrong game. I could be off on that, guys. Let us know in the comments if you know better. Kingdom Come Deliverance, they do have some great covers. This is from Behemoth Comics, who's done some video game properties with Hotline Miami and things like that. Nico Walter A cover. The console wraparound cover. This one's kind of cool. You got a Sasua. I assume it's a photograph cover. If it's art, it's very, very well done. Wilson Gandolfo homage cover. Not sure what it's an homage of. The video game stuff's not my strong suit. And that is it for us today, guys. That is the last book of the week. We do appreciate you joining us. Get those orders in, preferably by Friday. If you get them in Saturday, we'll make it work. Just Sunday is too late this week. Also, do check out our sales shows Tuesday nights and Sunday mornings. We are looking at branching out and doing some Instagram come next week, and we will be off this Thursday. So definitely check that stuff out. Like, share, follow on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We appreciate you guys, and y'all have a great, safe week, and we'll catch you next time.